Good afternoon. Thank you for joining me today. I am HeBudget. Welcome to the HeBudget fam. Welcome if it's your first time stopping by. Appreciate your time. I've got some work to do today. I need to close week number 4 of August. I need to do some unstuffing. I've had an occurrence and now I need to pull some money out, or at least prepare to pull some money out. And I also need to make up for a budgeting mistake for this month. If you're interested in seeing how it all works out, seeing how I figure it all out, stick around. Let's get it. All right, so let's get started. First off, as far as my budgeting mistake this month, I did not take account that there were pretty much 5 weeks in this month. And when I budgeted and have been pulling out from my budget for this month, I've been considering just the 4. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I am going to unstuff my wallet, pull out the cash that I did save for week 4, and then I'm going to use some other cash to reallocate to make it through week 5. It's doable. It happens, but I will be mindful of it in the future. So pulling out, first off, I hope all are well. It is Saturday. I've got a busy day, a lot going on, some added changes to my life, but I'm going to work through it. Overall, the week was very pleasant. For the most part, outside of a car accident. So no further delay. A car accident. So leaving the house that I had talked about, the one that we were having some issues with the deed, I went and stopped by on Wednesday. My realtor just said to kind of check the house out at different times, just to kind of see the traffic flow, just to make sure that, the neighborhood and the atmosphere, the mood was something that I would like at different times of the day. And also I just wanted to stop by and just meditate on the house for a moment, just to kind of, ask the Lord for guidance and direction. It's a really big, a big financial move that I'm going to make in purchasing my home. And I just want to make sure that the Lord is guiding me, He is guiding me for sure, but make sure that I'm receptive to His guidance, that I am aware and listening to His direction. So sat on the house for a while, said some prayers over the house for a while, just asking the Lord, like, if it's mine, make it be, make it so. But as I went to leave the house, maybe about 2 minutes away, a car ran through the stop sign and ran directly into my car. So hit my passenger door, damaged my front fender and my passenger door. So of all the things and the expenses that I am preparing to have to deal with, to incur, I also now have to deal with a damaged car. So that's just my day. That's how my week went. Besides that, everything was good. Got some good news about some other financial aspects. Just the day was moving really well. The day that the car was hit, I had actually asked the Lord for just some discernment, and I had started on that Tuesday, just doing some praying, some mental fasting, and just trying to be receptive to the Lord. I had asked for a word on some other financial pieces, and I asked that Wednesday it would be revealed to me, and I submitted to having to make some changes and doing some things that I had to do to ask the Lord to kind of present to me. But that was the same day the car accident happened. Some got other calls, just some people needing some other money, just some other situations, family stuff that as just the head of the family I have to deal with and I prepare for. But all that happened that day. But that night, what I had asked the Lord to reveal, He revealed. I just think part of the car accident, the kind of frustration behind the calls for cash, were just tests in that day. And when they came to me, I just thanked the Lord that I budget. I thanked the Lord that the money was here. I did, in that moment, you're like really frustrated. My car is hit. But I breathed through it. It was actually a hit and run, which didn't make it any better. But through all that, I just thank the Lord for keeping me safe and healthy, for the mental mind to budget, all those pieces. I was thankful for that. And that night, as I had asked, he came through with the other financial pieces that I needed, that I was hoping to come through before this house purchase. So it all worked out, and I'm grateful. I'm thankful, and I'll make the necessary adjustments. I'll probably touch on that some more, but I'm going to move into closing this week, and then we can go from there. Let's get it. Okay, let's check in and see exactly how much I was able to save for week 4. It was a good week for me. I didn't have very many, if any, expenses last week. I do have some bills that I'll pull from later as far as I would have done for the close of the month. I could probably do some of those today. But one of my bigger expenses, like gas, I don't know if I ever mentioned it, but I do get a gas allowance from my job as well. And usually just one of the weeks, I'll just fill up my tank. And week 4 is the week that I did it. So I do have my gas money still here. But we'll start with spending. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to empty out. So everything is going to savings today. And then I'm going to pull from my business binder, my work hard, play hard envelope, and I'm going to stuff some cash for next week. Not planning on having any major expenses next week either, but I do want to just have some cash available. So if we're spending, pulling out cash, and there's $30 in here. So the whole 50 is here for last week. And again, I hope all are well. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. Hope you're taking care of yourself. Have had a restful week, or even if it was a busy week, that you're getting some rest now. I'm pulling out for groceries. And groceries has $50, $70, $80, $85, $86, $87 in there. The full 87. We made groceries last week and are good to go. And let's see, for gas, and as I mentioned, I did not have to get gas. And I hadn't mentioned it, but I used to have some kind of weird something on me. I was having a car accident and totaling a car every year for 5 years straight. And just last year was the first year that I hadn't had one, so I was 2 years on my current car. But I feel like every time I would fill my gas tank up or get my car washed, something like that would happen. And excuse me, and always in the month of either August, September, or October. It's August, and here I am again. So last year I was like really careful and mindful of that time frame, and I made it through after 5 total cars. And all hit and runs are 4 were hit and runs, and one, the guy, his car was disabled, so he couldn't run, but none of them had car insurance. And the same, so this guy now, so after he hit my car, I got out, looked at the damages, of course, but his front license plate had come off the car because he hit my car, kind of T-boned my car, basically. So he left behind his dealer plate, which it was a dealer plate over a regular plate. Usually there's just a dealer plate kind of indicating it's most likely a stolen car or something like that. But they'll also put it over their regular plate if they're doing something shiesty and are trying to be incognito. So hopefully the plate that was underneath is actually associated to the car. We can trace it back. Hopefully there's some kind of insurance in there, or else, and that's what I have to get into next, is my deductible, which I have a high deductible. High deductible. So I'll get back to that. As far as gas, 50, 60, 61, and 62. Didn't have to buy any gas. And again, I made the mistake of I didn't budget for this long week next week. Next week goes all the way until Thursday. So that's a full week. And I guess I didn't I didn't think about it and had only budgeted for the 4. So I even added an extra week 5 on here. But we'll get to that too. As far as home, just because there is another week in here, I'm going to leave home. I will stuff these, as I said. I'm going to add some cash from my business binder. Besides that, let's see what exactly I was able to save. Get these out of the picture. And going to pull this cash, and this is the leftover from spending groceries and gas for week number 4. So far we are at $411, and I was thinking about it because the goal is the 700 that I'm using for the Hot August nights, but there was some extra cash in here too. So hopefully I'm pretty confident just with the way the money came in and how we hadn't allocated any cash to any of the sinking funds, but did put it into this challenge. Pretty sure I was able to meet this 7, but not sure I was able to get it off from groceries, which it would have been to reach $700 in my regular just primary spending, groceries, gas, home, and regular spending. I would have had to only spent $140 in the whole month, which would have been really difficult. Not impossible, of course, but that's what I would have to do. But so far, of the 840 that was allocated, I've saved $411 plus this too. So let's count this and see what it is. 50, 100. 100, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 99. That was actually a pretty good week. 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. $199. And that's probably one of the higher saved dates or higher saved weeks. 199. My keyboard's on the floor. So 199. That took the week total to 610. And so that would not have beat July, just with what I was able to save. But 110 saved is a good number for me. And then there is also some extra that's in here that came from other saving opportunities this month. So far this month, I've saved $110. What I'm going to do with this cash, simply because the month is not done yet, I don't want to push it over. Do we want to go ahead and fill? I am going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and fill Hot August nights because I believe this should be enough to cover. If you're with me, it's Saturday. We're going to chill a little bit. It is 1 o'clock. I've got a lot to do, and I'm also trying to get ready for Chris's Zoom budgeting just because. Is having a Zoom my time 4 o'clock, and I've got some stuff to do to prepare for that, but I do want to make it. So let's see. I'm going through here. We have a 10 right here. And I realized some of these that I thought were filled, I wasn't looking at them right. And my reminder for how I use this binder is face up. So see, there's not a face here. Underneath there is probably a 20. It's a 25, so it's probably 25 in there. But there's not a face up, which means this 10 needs a face up. And now that 10 is set. And all those faces are up, faces are up, faces are up, faces. Right there's a 10. No face up. I know David, one of my subscribers, is also doing this challenge, and he mentioned that he is doing really well with the challenge. Anybody else doing the savings my way? How's it going for you this month? Hot August nights. There were some other people that did download Hot August nights, and I think I did send out a couple other Hot August nights binders. So if you did that, if you're working on it, leave down in the comments below just how it's going for you. There's a 50 right here, and there's a 50, and yeah, looks like we'll finish this off, which means we'll have hit our goal of 700 for this month. And that's not counting the other saving opportunities. I'll add those up because this month is still going. I'll wait till the end of the month to, we'll wait till next week to add those up. 50 faces up. Let's see, for this one, 15, 25, $35. So there's 2 10s and 1 15. Need some change. Handy dandy change envelope is down here, waiting to be called upon. 20, 10, 5, and I'm taking this 20 for change. Yeah, I've got a little chaos going on right here, but it works for me. Let's see, we're doing 15 and 2 10s. 15. Yeah, we're doing great. 10, 1, and 10, 2. So 15. And 15's in. And just in case the message didn't make it, these binders, all of these binders are double-sided. So just in case the question came back up, they are all double-sided. Even the ones that I sent out, although I chose to number them one-sided, you can absolutely save double-sided. And another 10. And then if my chart, I did have some extra spots in here. This was the first kind of demo binder. So I'll check back, check the chart first, see what's left. I believe there's only, on the chart, there's a 15 and a 20. Let's see, there's a 15 here. And is there a 20 on the back? And yep, a 20 on the back face. So this is good. We're doing, need some more change. And then we'll also have some cash left. 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, and taking a 20. And if you know, this is just my change envelope. I keep $220 in change just available. I do count it on my budget sheet. So it is counted in on my expenses. But it's there. We're going to stuff this 20. And this is going to finish this challenge out. 20 and 15. So we're doing a 15. And this finishes off Hot August night. So the plan, because I was thinking that there was only 2 weeks, that there were only 4 weeks. The way that I saved was to try to get this done in time. So I'm actually a week ahead, which means there's still some saving to do for this next week coming up. And if you haven't noticed, I'm working towards my 2,000 subscribers, and we are very much on the way. I'm looking forward to celebrating that and doing some giveaways and some other fun stuff. And 120. But yeah, I'm like, I don't know what it is right this moment, but last I looked, I think I needed like 4 or 6 more subscribers. And the numbers are what they are. I'm happy for my crew that are faithful, that we can chat back and forth with. Forgive me on some of the delays this week. Now you now know, excuse me, that the delays came from just my week, just stuff going on this week. I'm just looking back in here to see, a little marker on there, make sure that I did color in, or excuse me, fill in everyone. So for my binder, faces should all be up, and they are. faces, and this is just to make sure if I stuff them correctly, then the face is up will mean I stuffed the correct amount. And that's it. That's that. Hot August Nights is fulfilled. And what I'm going to do, I don't want to use this. I was going to say I could use this to stuff for next week, but because it's already counted as saved, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it to the back of, no, not this one. I'm going to add it to, I could have actually put this in weekly rollover into weekly leftover because it is already counted in there. Check weekly leftover. And I'm going to, let's see, business binder is somewhere around here, right here. I'm going to go into my work hard, play hard. Because I made the mistake of not stuffing appropriately, I'm going to take some money out of my just work hard, play hard. It really just ends up being extra spending cash. I'm going to allocate for gas $50. So my car is, I haven't been able to take it to the shop yet. They can't take it until Monday, but I did get a rental car just to not make my car any worse. There's something bent and pressing against my tire. So although that car is now sitting with a full tank of gas, I do have a rental that I'll need to get gas for. For food, I'm going to allocate $50. And for cash, I'm going to put $40. There is still $20 in home, and I'm going to keep that there. But now we have some cash to make it through next week. Food is getting $50. And I'm so grateful for my budget to be able to make these adjustments, to have the money set aside to where it's not hurting me or stressing me out because I have just made some plans. I've set cash aside to be prepared. I always have my emergency fund available too, and I'm glad I don't have to go into it at this moment, but it's there. All right, that is stuffed and all set. I'm going to look into my binders to see what I'll be able to do as far as my deductible and also have some other bills to pay. Stick around if you're interested in seeing how I budget for the rest of this month. Be right back. All right, so putting these in my wallet. I did not do that. Let's see, cash and food up front and home and gas in the back. House hunting, part of what I need to do today, this weekend, I am planning to decide on a house. That's my plan. That's what I'm hoping happens. And if everything goes accordingly, that's what I'll be doing. Otherwise, I will give an update later. But I do plan to decide. And I'm honestly at this point, the house that I thought I really wanted, I've seen others now that are much more, that check more boxes for me. So I've kind of put that one on the back burner for now and am entertaining some other ones at this moment. And hopefully this weekend I plan to revisit them and decide which ones. As far as the week saved, I'll save this week saved for week 4 so far of August. I'm at $610. And this is from the spending, groceries, gas, and house. For spending, I added an additional $40. For groceries, I added an additional $50. And for gas, this last week, I did also add $50. And there is still $20, not an extra 20 for housing, for house, but I didn't add anything, but I'm rolling over the 20 that's in there already. So we've got an extra 140 in here. So because of the way the month goes, I'm allocating more, but still an opportunity to beat my savings for July. So we'll see how that goes. It is extra money, so it'll kind of give a kind of a cheat for August, but it is still cash set aside and it is still week time that is going by. So still money to be saved. All right, saving this. As far as bills that needed to be paid this month for monthlies, and it goes to the bank. Pandora is done. My cell phone is paid, and that comes off of my Chase card. And Cash and Chase is going back to the bank. In addition to that, my Primerica savings paid also, and that also paid from my Chase account. Car payment is due on the 25th, and today is past the 25th. Went out yesterday. I'll leave that there for now. Credit cards are good. Car insurance, or excuse me, this is life insurance. These pay off later in the month. So these are all set. Bills are all set and situated. What I'm looking at is, as far as my deductible, I have a deductible of $2,500. It's a huge deductible, I know, but I haven't ever, in, like I said, those the last 6 years of, or 7 years of cars, and I just recently, in the last couple of years, bumped it up to the 2,500. I was getting hit, and I had insurance to cover, but because I was hit, I didn't have to pay the deductible. So what it did was, me having the higher deductible made my car insurance less. And because I was getting hit, I drive decently. So I didn't feel like it was going to be a problem. I have a high deductible. If I get hit, they're going to pay it anyway. I didn't have to worry about it. But in this case, I will have to, because the car is not getting totaled, and I've yet to chase down any way to get my payment back from these people as of yet. I have to be able to cover the deductible, which is going to be $2,500. A few months ago, I feel like I heard someone mention having an envelope for the deductible, and I thought about it, but I just, in the midst of dealing with the house and everything with that, I didn't add that binder or envelope. But it is something that, moving forward, I will have my deductible envelope. I think I'll go ahead and make a full just car binder, because in addition to the deductible, I also have to pay the extra out of pocket for the rental car. They are covering a portion of it for the 30 days, but I do have, because I'm a big guy, I need a larger car. It costs more than what they're allocating, so I also have to pay towards that. So that should be an envelope for me too, to just have some extra aside for rental car in case of a need. But yeah, those are pieces that I'll definitely look for in the future. As of right now, for my savings, as far as the car goes, in my car maintenance, and I do have my car maintenance envelope, there is $1,100 in here, $1,100 in the bank for car maintenance. And then I'm also thinking I'm going to end up going, and I don't know what it's going to cost yet to get the car restored. May be able to upload some pictures just so you can kind of see what it's looking like. That whole side is damaged, or at least half of the passenger side is damaged. And then there's also some bending and the metal's bent on the door. So I'm not sure what it'll cost, but we'll see. But it's going to cost me, if at the most, it's going to cost me $2,500. The insurance will cover anything after that. I'm hoping it's not $2,500 worth of damage. That way I won't have to have so much out of pocket. But in the event that I have to, I have my car maintenance. I also have my car insurance for next year. So my car insurance is paid through November, and then this money is going to pay the next year. My plan was to take out a Hot August Nights, the last $300 that I needed to fulfill the whole year. But in the event that I'll need this cash, I will pull out of my car insurance for next year, and then I'll keep saving again. I'm also looking to my other areas. I've got some money in my Doing Me binder. I won't jump the gun and start pulling money out too soon. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's $1,000 in my car insurance for next year. And then also have my Hot August Nights, which, again, my savings challenges are right on time. If you remember when I did my 1,000 subscriber challenge, that the day that I finished that challenge, I ended up with 2 broken windows. So the money was there, a blessing that the money was there. And the same for Hot August Nights right now. There's $700 at least in that envelope, not counting the other saving that I did this month. So that money is there. So it's a blessing to have. So I do have money available for that, to get that deductible paid, and I'll be doing what I have to prepare for that. I also need to start saving up some money just for my, I believe it's like $400 if I keep the car for the whole month that I'll be paying on top of my allowance. So just putting some money up for that. Also, I'm trying to purchase this house. I'm hoping to have a house picked out this weekend, and we'll go from there. Everything else, I have no complaints. I'm so thankful that I budget. If nothing else, I hope this encourages you to kind of look at your budget, see any areas that you may need to get covered. I thought about covering my deductible, but I didn't put it to work. If I'd had that $2,500 sitting there for deductible, there'd be even less worry or concern, or less thought to have to put into it. The money would be there. I'd use it, save it again. I might do, as I mentioned, have my emergency fund money there. So the money is here. Fortunately, it's a blessing to have it, a blessing to have found budgeting, a blessing to be sticking to my budget, and my allocations. So I'm grateful for that. Hope to see some of you all this afternoon. I'm hoping to be able to make it this afternoon to Chris's Zoom. Again, it's 4 o'clock my time, and it's after 1 now. I'm hoping to get this video processed and out, and then hoping to get it all set and situated. I'm in good spirits. I feel so greatly blessed. Everything is just working in my favor right now. I'll continue to give God the glory for that. Continue to stay steadfast in this process. And I wish you all the same. Peace and blessings to all y'all. Have a good one. Peace.